Good morning. Boker Tov to everyone. It's nice to see you out there in internet land, and hope everyone is doing okay and staying safe and is just trying to make their way through the day. And just want to give a special welcome and shout out to my Valley Beshalom community as we begin to move everything virtual and into an online space. Over 1,000 people come into Valley Beshalom in one way or another every single day. It's like an entire city. And over the last several days, we've been winding that down and moving everything online. Our 3 schools have been working very diligently and on rolling out their online learning platforms. And I'm very, very thankful and have a lot of gratitude to Rabbi Deborah Schuldenfrei and to Carrie Leventhal and to Abby Mars, our heads of school, who have worked very hard to roll out our online learning program. In addition, all of our B'nai Mitzvah programs and tutoring have all moved to virtual. All of our meetings, whether it's a small community meeting or a committee meeting, they're all moving into the virtual space too. It's amazing. I was on campus just a few days ago, and as we were winding things down, and just to see how quiet it is, it's a little unsettling to see an entire city kind of shut down. And I'm sure all of you who are home in self-isolation or in quarantine or just trying to be distant are probably feeling the same way. You look out the window and things just seem quiet, and it's a little disconcerting. And this is why we all need each other in this time more than ever before. And so at VBS, we're rolling out our new online platform called Valley Beshalom at Home. There'll be content every single day, from morning minyan early in the morning at 7:30 to this period right now, which we're calling Coffee and Kavanah, where you'll be with one of us, one of the clergy members or senior educators in the community, to give just a little intention for the day and to help set your mind right. In the 10:30 block, around 10:30 a.m. Pacific, there'll be a music program or a meditation program almost every day with Cantor Barron and Cantor Fox. And in the evening, there'll be evening prayers around 6 p.m. again Pacific. It's for those who need to say Kaddish, those who want to come and join in community for prayers, followed by an evening shi'or, an evening lecture or talk given by one of the rabbis. So tonight, for example, I'll be giving a text study and lecture on resiliency in the time of stress. Tomorrow evening will be a conversation between Rabbi David Wolpe and Rabbi Feinstein on how we face these uncertain times. And on Thursday, our resident expert on Musar, Rabbi Joshua Hoffman, will be giving a lecture Thursday night. Also join us for Kabbalat Shabbat on Friday evening, which will be done live again via stream, and on Saturday night we'll be doing community Havdalah. In addition, there's going to be a Saturday morning Torah study every week with Rabbi Feinstein, and this week especially Rabbi Avi Taff will be leading us in Kids Minyan. So if you have kids at home, go ahead and log in and you'll be able to join us for that. So those are all just various things that have been happening that we've been moving online. Some things that are coming, which are really, really exciting. We're going to be having our partnership with our Israeli dance troupe, who's going to be doing Israeli dance lessons at home. We've been talking to some yoga instructors who are going to be doing online yoga. Our good Valley Beshalom friend and member, Danny Corson, is going to be teaching culinary kids, is going to be doing some cooking classes online. And then there'll be opportunities, for example, like this Sunday, where I'm going to have open office hours just on Facebook like this to entertain questions and conversations, opportunities for any of you who want to just chat and talk about this. In addition, as we move our entire community online, our counseling center, which is filled with wonderful counselors and therapists, will be hosting several group support sessions, and I think the first one is rolling out this Thursday. It's an opportunity for those who need to process what's going on and possibly if they have any anxiety, and it's open to the public, and if you stay tuned, you'll be able to get a chance to log in and maybe be a part of that. It'll be interactive with our counselors. And then, in addition, our Chesed Connection, which is our social justice and social action outfit, is rolling out 2 initial initiatives in addition to more. So, number one is we are putting together an errand buddy system. That should be rolling out later this afternoon. If you are in need and you need someone to run to the store or to the pharmacy or to do an errand for you because you are homebound and you're not supposed to go out, we are putting together a group of volunteers who are willing to do that for you. Which also means that if you are someone who's younger and more capable, someone who isn't sick, someone who can go out, we need your help. This is your opportunity to do an act of chesed for someone else. In addition, we're trying to put together conversation partners. One of the biggest challenges in this world of social isolation is that people just need other people to talk to and to interact with. And so we're rolling out an opportunity for anyone who wants to engage with an older person or a person who's not doing well or someone who's living more on the margin to be able to have that conversation with a volunteer. So those are 2 things that we're trying to roll out. Just so you know, just in general, at VBS, the food bank is still open and it is still being staffed by volunteers. And obviously everyone is trying to take care of themselves and always trying to stay healthy. But we also recognize that it is a really privileged thing to be able to be home and be online and do online learning. And there are people who just can't do that. And there are people who just can't eat and people who are very worried about losing their jobs. And so our VBS food bank is open and operational. If you need help, you can always contact us at the synagogue. And if you'd like to help organize and you're able to use your volunteer time and you're able to be out of the house, we always need volunteers to help out too. So I just want to let you know the food bank is still operating. And lastly, before I get to my morning Kavanah, I just want to say that there's always someone at VBS in person to answer the phone. All you have to do is call 818-788-6000, and someone will always be there to take your call and to see if you need a rabbi or you need some kind of counseling or you have questions about what's happening through Valley Beth Shalom at home or some other one of our platforms. It's just an opportunity. We decided that we're not going to have everything be virtual. We're going to have someone on staff, one person on campus to answer the phone and to answer your questions. And we're rotating who that is. So I know that's a lot of announcements and a lot of things that I wanted to put out there, but I'm very excited about this direction that we're going, and there's going to be other iterations, more online opportunities. So what we'd like you to do is to sign up for live notifications here on Facebook. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is another outfit that we're going to be using. We're currently using Google Meet, and so if you're interested in joining more of the interactive piece of text studies or meetings or what have you, you'll be receiving invitations for that. If you're interested in that, you can always write me an email or someone at the synagogue or give us a call, and we'll make sure that we're connected you to the platform. VBS is a community that is not just here at Encino, it is around the world, and we are just happy that we're moving into this online platform. So for this morning, as we begin our first coffee and Kavanah, I just want everyone to take a deep breath and realize that all of this craziness, this chaos that seems to be consuming the world, this feeling of unsettlement, this feeling of fear and anxiety, those are real feelings, and there are reasons to feel that. But I take a lot of heart and a lot of resiliency and a lot of strength from looking into our Bible, looking into the Torah, and realizing the greatest choice that was ever made in the history of the world, according to the Torah, is that God looked out at the chaos, at the darkness, at the tohu vavohu, at the unformed and void, at the listlessness, at the senselessness, and God wasn't paralyzed by that. God looked at the darkness and decided to name it, to capture it, and to do something productive with it. That's how the world was created. God looked out at the deep and called light into being. And by calling light into being and putting light onto the darkness, God created the world. And I think that's a model for all of us. And we look out there, we look at the craziness that's in the world, we look at how some people are panicking. We look at the suffering. We look at folks who are just freaking out that they're afraid, they don't know what the uncertainty is of tomorrow. And we can create a world, and it's a choice. We can create a world that allows the chaos to rule over us, for our fear and panic to grip us, or we can create a world, we can build a holy place, a place filled with light, a place filled with order, a place filled with hopes and dreams, a place where we can put the world in its proper place. And that takes you, and that takes me, that takes a community. But when we look out at the void and the vastness and the darkness, I think the Torah is trying to tell us something. It's trying to tell us to say, Yehi Or, let there be light. And so as you start your day today, and as you deal with kids, if you have kids running around, or you're going to work but you have to be very isolated, or you're driving down an empty street, in any one of those moments, you can ask yourself, am I allowing the darkness to rule over the light, or the light to rule over the darkness? Am I making the choice to panic? Am I making a choice to have anxiety? Am I making the choice to feel unmoored and unhinged? Or can I lean into those moments, use that darkness, and from that say, Yehi Or, let there be light, and create the world that we all dream of? I want to wish everyone a wonderful day. Stay there, stay with it, breathe, and just know that VBS, Valley Beshalom, is here for you. I'm here for you. All the clergy are here for you. And in an hour or so from now, you'll also be with Cantor Barron as he'll lead us in some meditation. So enjoy your day, have a sip of coffee, breathe through it, and say Yehi Or, let there be light.